Hey guys, man behind the smile, all about reconnecting to your conscious man. Today I'm just coming to you to talk about anxiety and why anxiety might be good for you. Please make sure, it's just a big, huge disclaimer that if you're really struggling with chronic anxiety, overwhelm, with a lot of life events that may have happened during COVID, creates a lot of social anxiety. If you're really in need for medical support, medical intervention, specialist care, please reach out to them first. Please make sure you look after your anxiety to make sure that you are getting into the getting the right help you need, getting the right support you need. When I say anxiety is good, I'm just asking you to not to see it like there's something wrong with you, that you always need to fix anxiety. But if you're in a different headspace, if you're someone who actually working on your anxiety, but this is something I'm trying to share with you, is something you can explore, experiment as a complementary way of being, through the self-inquiry in a life journey. Some of you or most of you will be getting on at some point in your life. This is just for you to explore further, because every energy is connected to you, how you feel. So all the emotions, all the everything we get is a real energy, right? It's a real energy that we can harness for good. Not every negative energy is bad. So that's what my message is to you guys, is to say pain is good sometimes. And when you're really working on to turn that pain into a purpose, turn that pain into something amazing that you can help yourself and others in your life, that is when the real power is. Because as human beings, we try to get away from pain. We run towards pleasure. It could be some addictive behaviors, it could be distractions, it could be social outing. We find ourselves, don't want to address the pain we are in, right? As a human beings, we are sentient human beings. We want to be connected, we want to be loved, and most of it, we want to have pleasures in our life, right? So how many of us really, come on, I ask the question, run towards pain, run towards danger, or run towards that excruciating discomfort we may find ourselves. So today's lesson is really to sit with it. Again, I shared my 3A framework, all about accept where you are with your anxiety. Again, reach out for support and help when you need it. That's number one. But this technique and this way of reframing the mindset is all about, how can I turn my anxiety, that energy I get swirling inside of me, for better good, better future. And this is what I do whenever I gone through a lot of anxiety in the past for so many years. What I found myself is, really, this turned into my power to hold spaces for other men. So every time I had a very anxious reaction, I even find myself come and record a video, because I find these are some of the mediums and channels I'm able to connect. I'm able to really connect a part of myself I never thought I will never find, because I always used to run away from anxiety towards my addictions, towards going out with my friends, going and party, or take on a lot of self-help programs, like going after the next shiny object syndrome after the next, or maybe starting a business, the ultimate, the way to get rid of my anxiety. So I was trying to fix, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to fix myself because I thought I'm broken. But it's only happened by accident when I was started to sit with the discomfort of what I was facing, especially to last year and most of this year, actually 2021, when I was started to clear some of my shadows. Some of my shadows around relationships, codependency with my parents, but more so my loving relationships, because I'm still single. I don't have a family of my own. I always struggle to have a relationship with a woman. There's always a lot of shadows, a lot of past history. So when I was clearing some of the old shadows, the energies, like purging So I got massive amount of discomfort or nausea. So body is really shaken up for me in the last few months. I think I would say the really start of January, I was blessed to be part of a container, sacred alchemical container with my spiritual guide. So that really worked. When you're in accountable with a small group of people, you learn to do things differently. You don't try to fix it, or you don't try anything. You just let the whole thing explore. And by asking the question in your body, when you're having a deep breath, to say, what is it that you're trying to show me? What is this feeling is here to communicate with me, is a great self-inquiry question to ask. And then sit with the discomfort. That is when we really need to let go, the surrender from other people, from outside. So that's why it sometimes is better not to get too much overwhelmed about finding the answer, rather than let the inner wisdom teach you. So that's what I'm trying to say, is anxiety carries a lot of inner wisdom of your own, very unique to you, your scars, your bruises, and your mask, and your hurt, even some of the traumas, is your gateway for healing. So, right? So I just asking to reframe some of the challenges you may have faced in your life, to say, not everything is bad. There's anxiety, there's hurt, there's discomfort, can be harnessed, re-energized into a way that you can really become a weapon, become your, self-inquiry daily practice, to say, yes, because this one allows you to face some discomfort situations, right? When you're saying, how do I get into, purposeful anxiety, is trying something outside of your comfort zone, trying to expand. If you never ask a girl, or if you never say your true feelings to a woman, do that and see how the body is feeling. So this is something I'm working on, because I could never say what I feel for so many years. I could easily fell into a friend zone with a woman I really want to have a relationship with, or to share how I feel about it. But right now, I worked on this myself intentionally. So now I'm in a place that I'm exploring by having these honest conversations with one or two of the women in my life that I liked them in the past, or we kind of have a very foundational experience. And to be able to share that, from a place of compassion, heart, and no judgment really, and no approval. So these are some of the practices and your daily practices you can push, and even saying hello, or strike up a conversation with a stranger. Some of us, we really feel anxious energy come in, social anxiety kicks in. There's a lot of things you can do, or do a video like this, to self-express. How do I self-express my truth? Used to bring a lot of discomfort or disconnection for me to be in front of camera, even though I found this a natural medium. So I'm asking you this week, and to see how well can you turn your anxiety into an actionable wisdom, right? Inner wisdom that you can really start to cultivate, start to have in your armor, to see what else can you do with the anxiety, rather than fixing anxiety, fixing whatever that's happening. It will take some courage. It will definitely need resilience. It will definitely need to be brave, to be able to sit in the discomfort. It will be very, very hard. It will be asking you to go on a Netflix, or binge in a social media binge, or meet up with friends, or drinking. We all done it. I done it. We all human beings. But as long as you're aware of them, recognizing these patterns, and to see, okay, I'm going to try something different. So reach this part of your life this week as an experimenter mindset. Have an experimenter mindset to see, okay, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to try to reframe my mindset into see how can I turn my anxiety, because I have a lot of chaos, a lot of restlessness energies around me. And I used to do coaching circles about 2 years ago. People recognize my energy as a lot of chaos, a lot of restlessness, directionless, almost like uplifting, floating in air. And they say, but at the center, there's a calm, there is a depth, calm at the center of this, turbulent, the storm, eye of the storm, right? And that is where the power is. I have experienced it. I'm still cultivating it. And I even can share a story with you. Last weekend, I could have easily gone and to be part of my family in a reunion, but I just decided to stay at home. I just didn't feel connected to that environment anymore. and also connected to that in a space of a lot of noisiness, busyness anymore. And it was discomfort because I'm feeling a bit lonely. I should have gone. Am I missing out? But it's only lasted a few seconds. But now when I sat there, so a lot of other inner wisdom came through about my relationships, for example, or the mission business I'm starting now. How am I going to tackle that? Or the money shadows I'm working on. So these are some of the challenges I'm working on right now. Money and relationships is a very, very crucial part of my journey. But these are the things is arising from being in the space, being in the presence of allowing things to happen. So this is very crucial, guys. Finally, make sure that you really accept where you are. Accept the anxiety as what it is, and really definitely seek help. Please, I can't stress that enough. Definitely seek help if you're really struggling, or if you're on antidepressants, mental health issues. And second is really ask a lot of questions in the body. Have a deep breathing practice. Breathing is amazing work. I will be sharing a lot more practices to ask a lot of questions, right? Coaching questions to yourself. So self-coach yourself. Hold yourself accountable first, and to say, how else can I turn this? Then align to whatever that's amazing, whether it's an inner wisdom or something you want to try. Then put it into action by taking on something outside of your comfort zone, and to see every week how well your anxiety is going up and down. Without we putting ourselves out there, guys, I'm sorry to say, we really can't come out as a conscious, holistic leader we want to all become, because that is the ultimate goal of this. That is should be the way of lifestyle. It should be becoming a conscious, holistic leader. Thank you so much, guys. Have another blast of a week. I'm Man Behind the Smile. You know what to do. If it is something resonates with you, please, hit the subscribe button, share with others. I would love to share, and I'd love to get to know you more. If you really want to reach out to me one-to-one, please don't be a stranger. There is a Calendly link. You can set up up to an hour or more as a conversation, so we can talk about whatever life's been challenging for you recently, or anything you want to work on for the future. Love to catch up with you guys, and love to connect with you more. Stay awesome, Man Behind the Smile.